you? How's it going, brother?
How are you, Jay? You all right?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. I like that intro.
Yeah,
Intro's cool.
it was
Yeah,
quite powerful, mate. It's
yeah,
the
man.
importance of doing this. Like, I wanted to, people. There's no shame in not talking about stuff. For it to, hit home, and this is why we do it, mate. So we do it every month, don't we? Me and you. How's
Yeah.
things with you anyway, mate? Since we last spoke and stuff, because I know we've been talking about the football and that, but like, how's things with you? Like,
Yeah. Just hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Just want to say hello to everyone, and hope everyone's doing well. Yeah. So the last time we spoke, we've done this about 2 or 3 times, haven't we, Jay? About 3 times, haven't we? Now.
yeah,
And the kind of stuff I was going through and was struggling with, which has been pretty much most of this year, well, all of this year really, was the breakup of my relationship with my partner. We was together 8 years, and we broke up just after the new year. So we've been together 8 years, and I found it really difficult to accept, really. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, we was engaged. Kind of like when I look back at it now, like the 6 months before we broke up. Now I've got the hindsight. I could see she was pulling away emotionally, and
yeah.
it's not. It wasn't that I'd done anything wrong. I think I took her for granted. If I'm being honest, Jay, like I wasn't really there emotionally for her. I wasn't stepping up to the mark as a proper partner should do. Do you know what I mean? And we've done some lovely things. We used to go away 2 or 3 times a year. I was involved in our kids' lives and stuff like that. So it's a massive chunk, a massive. It's been a massive thing for me. These last 8 or 9 months. I mean, the first 3 or 4 months, I spoke about were terrible. I miss her so much and kind of loved her so much, and yeah, man, it was really difficult. But like you, I think you said to me, Jay, you've gone through something very similar, and a lot of people have said to me as well that it will get better with time, and
Definitely, mate.
yeah, I'm definitely in a better headspace than I was 6 months ago. Do you know what I mean?
Could tell,
100%.
mate. You've been going to the gym and everything as well, haven't you? I mean, that's keeping your mind occupied, and that's massive, isn't it? I've seen you
Yeah,
like your stories on Facebook and that when you've been there doing your poses and stuff. I'm like, go on, son,
yeah. Because the thing is, like,
smashing it, mate.
yeah, but it weren't always like that, Jay, because the first 3 months were just horrendous, man. And I ended up, I'm not ashamed to say what I went through and what I'd done, because a lot of people know me anyway in my normal life. What I'd done was after I think it was in the March, I turned to like substances and picked up substances for about a month, to block it out, to block the pain of the breakup.
Yeah,
And, and I'd done that for years. And quickly, like, my mental health went downhill. I was still doing podcasts and stuff like that, but I wasn't really present.
yeah.
If I was to look back at podcasts I was doing in probably the February, March, I was literally just doing them because I'd set up a YouTube channel, and I felt obliged to do it. And and it wasn't I didn't have a platform like this where I could come out and talk about it. Do you know what I mean, Joe?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to do this, mate, because I've been through it. I mean, I'm living proof that it does get better. Like, and I was exactly the same position as you, mate, with with someone that I loved and that, and didn't work out, and yeah, I went the other way, man. It does get better, mate, and it does get easier. You just got to find things to keep your mind occupied and stuff. I mean, a lot of people on here, like, they've got like different talents. Town's painting. There's his poems. Blue Shadow does a painting, and poems and drawings.
Mm.
You go into the gym, you're doing something positive. You're turning that
Yeah,
negative energy to go out and do something.
yeah. Literally, when I got back, I had to take myself out of the country in the April. because I couldn't stop using. And so I went to Turkey for a week with my pal to break that to
Cycle.
break that kind of addiction, really. I turned back to drugs, really, and I had to get out of the country for a week, and I got back sort of like in I think it was about the middle of April, and then since then I started seeking some kind. I've seen a therapist for a few weeks on the trot, and then what I started doing was what we just said. I started going to the gym. That's to try and get some acceptance around it, that that shit, that it's over. Do you know what I mean? Because I always thought like we'd be together forever, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of positives that come out of it. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't realise as well that I wasn't that happy in that relationship, believe it or not. I would really miss her, and if she if I got a phone call off her and she wanted to give it another go, I'll give it another go. But it sent me in a kind of different direction where I'm doing a lot more of, I'm a lot more engaged in doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to the gym. I'm doing other little bits and bobs outside of making content, and yeah, it's getting easier, man. It's getting easier. But then, but at the same time, Jay, like I was driving the other day, and I got really upset. I had some music playing, and one of the songs just reminded me of her. And for about half an hour, like I couldn't stop thinking about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I've kind of learned when I get them thoughts of her in my head, because the thoughts are to reach out to her, to text her or to call her or something, and it's just I've tried that. I tried that in the early months, in the January and the February and the March, and she weren't having a bar of it. So yeah, it's literally trying to get the thought out of my head, go and do something positive, like go to the gym, talk to someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like luckily I've got a friend who's going through a very similar thing. Well, he's going through a breakup as well. So I've always got people that I can talk to about it.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah. What about you, Jay? How are you doing, brother?
All right, mate. Yeah, sound. Just been working loads, mate. Just knackered. I've had a day off today. Got back early hours this morning from my night shift and got up about 2 o'clock. Been cleaning the house all day. I've dyed Gem's hair as well. Get me to dye her hair for her. So I've been dyeing her hair, man. Super
Yeah.
dad today, mate.
That's it. You've been proper mucking in.
But yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of wobblies. I had one like last month. I went to get like a little bit anxious. Like, I mean, it's like nowhere near as bad as it used to be. I'll just breathing exercises and things like that. And just try and distract your mind. And I think when I'm doing something, it takes my mind off it. Like it doesn't matter what it is. Like going in the kitchen, or I just did a bit of washing up, or just did a bit of cleaning and that. You know what I mean? It just distracts your mind from all those negative, feelings and stuff and thoughts. Because when I get like anxious, I get like physical symptoms. I do as well. Like I feel sick and stuff. Like I get real bad nausea, pins and needles, shakes, that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean it's got better over the years, but I mean, like mine started from that breakup, 10 years ago now, and this is just the repercussions of the severity of how it was then to like the mildness of it now. Because it's not like every day. It's like I'll have a good few weeks, and then I'll have a bit of a low point, and then I'm all right again. It's just, I'm open about it, mate. I'll talk about it, and this is why I want to do this, mate. I am living proof that it does get better, and this is the whole point of doing this, mate. Talking's a massive thing. Me and you always talk about it. Like, there's no shame in, I've always said, mate, I don't care what people think of me. I want to help people, and this is why I want to do this, mate. I've met you through, haven't I, mate? Looking at people on, Town, Blue Shadow, Lee, Keith. There's loads of people that like this kind of Richelle as well.
Yeah. You have done a really good thing, and people people see. We've given people a platform to talk themselves. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I mentioned it on the last one. I guarantee everyone that's watching this is going through some sort of it could be anything. Do you know what I mean? It could be a relationship breakdown. It could be a death of a family member, a loved one. It could be anything: depression, anxiety, like you said, Jay. And it gives this platform gives people to come on and talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Which I think is really good, man. Because I don't know any blues platform that actually talk about mental health and stuff like that. So it's just really, really good and positive stuff.
That's what it's all about, mate. It's to just try and help people. But like, I just want to just say, that me and Nick aren't like doctors. We're not medically trained. We're not telling you to do this and that. This is just something where don't be ashamed to talk about things. And you'll find talking about it, it's just a massive weight off your shoulders. I mean, I talk to people sometimes at work. If I get a bit stressed and stuff, like even if they don't want to know, I tell them anyway because it makes me feel better. Do you know what I mean? If there's something on my mind, I'll say something and it'll make me feel better.
Yeah.
Even if they don't care about listening to me, like, you just make me feel better because I don't want to bottle things up and that, Or it's always good to talk, mate.
Yeah. Everyone's loving the intro, Jace. A few people have commented on the intro. The Shadows commented, Rich as well, and Sadie's just put evening all. Hope is all well. Loving the intro.
Oh, yes, guys. I wanted to make it powerful for it to, hit home that there's no harm in talking about things and the power of.
Yeah, man. I tell you what we could do, Jay. I've been watching. Duncan.
Yeah.
He's got his own YouTube channel now. It's up and running. Do you remember he was talking about it about 4 months ago? Yeah, that's up and running. I don't know if anyone's got the link to that, and maybe we could post it in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if hang on, I'll see if I can get it up.
If you can get it up, Jan, I'll go through some comments. It's really helpful for mental health and PTSD. I know Tony uses it. I've watched a few of his videos as well, and they're really good. So Jay, I'll try and get the link up, guys. Not long now till Monday, man. How's everyone feeling?
Anxious.
I've been watching a few. Yeah, I've been watching a few. So I didn't sleep very well yesterday, and it's really caught up on me today. So I've just been chilling out and watching a few Wrexham podcasts and watching their highlights and that. And I don't know if it was a good thing to do because I just seem like they're riding a crest of a wave, mate. I said on the show the other day, I've got a funny feeling. I'm not scared of any team in this league. I'd prefer to play them in another 5 or 6 games rather than now, because we're still waiting for things to click properly. I think it's going to be a really tough game, man. Really tough game. Yeah, Richard can't wait, man. You're right, Lee Burke. Good to do mental health from Lee Burke, North Cross Hospital. Oh, yeah. So was you in North Cross? North Cross, sorry, Lee, yeah?
Got the link to
and you're right.
Put it in the chat, guys, for Duncan's YouTube channel. Because that's another thing as well, it's that massive, isn't it, mental health, mate? There's that many different groups of mental health, PTSD, anxiety, depression, ADHD. That's just a few. There's loads, mate.
Yeah.
Grief. And it affects everybody differently as well. There's no set. It's not like it's not like the flu, is it? Where everybody gets the similar sort of symptoms. It's a different.
Everyone gets different.
Yeah, it's just mad.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
once you acknowledge it,
pardon?
Once you acknowledge it and
start
talking about it, it does start to get a lot easier and finding coping mechanisms and dealing with it, and doing things you enjoy. Trying to find that enjoyment back.
Yeah. I think it's important that you don't isolate yourself as well, because that's something I tend to do when I'm if I get a bit of depression or I've done it with this relationship breakdown, is where I isolated myself and didn't really want to talk to no one about it. Not today. I mean, the last probably 3 months. You know, I've got loads of people I can talk to. I can talk to you guys. I can always ring Jay. I've got a few people I can speak to. Do you know what I mean? And Stu saying, I think Stu might be going on about maybe a relationship breakdown himself, and it is a form of grief in it because, like, you know, like I've lost a loved one, and I'm sure people can relate to that. 4 years on, Nick, and I'm getting it together. I went through the mill big time. Yeah, it's horrible, man. Sad to say, we're all here for you, big hugs. Fair play to you, Nick, getting off the drugs. Not an easy thing to do. Yeah. Well, it was a thing. It was a thing like what's been constant throughout my life, to be honestly. But I was many years clean from them up until the March, and then obviously the pain of the breakdown. It was the only coping mechanism I kind of knew at that time. And yeah, it does work for a short while, but then you end up getting addicted to them. Do you know what I mean? It's no good. But no, I wouldn't go down that route again. Blue Shadow saying relationships are hard, especially breakups, but you've got this, Nick. We're all behind you, and getting your mind focused elsewhere will be good for you. Yeah, thanks, Blue Shadow. I mean, anxiety as well as what you mentioned, Jay. Like, I think a vast majority of people suffer from anxiety in all different levels. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes. I mean, there's been times. I think I said it on the last one. But the anxiety's got the better of me, and I've struggled to get out of the house, mate.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Same as me, mate. 10 years ago, well, you wouldn't have recognised me, mate. I wouldn't leave the house. Wasn't eating. I couldn't even get out of bed, mate. And one of the things now, when I look back now, I mean, I've got, you know, gym and stuff and that now, but like, you look back and you think, oh,
it's never going to end.
Like, it was crazy, like, back then. And I'll just remember, because, I mean, like, another reason why I do, like, the YouTube and that is because my dad is my best mate. Parents got divorced when I was a young age, and that, you know, like, I missed a lot of time with him, having him there all the time, to just seeing him weekends. Like, he was a dad that, like, he'd do it, everything with you, you know. He was a proper good dad, like, and just having that, like, limited to 2 days a week, you know, like, I found that really hard. But when I went to, like, see a counsellor and stuff, you know, they break things down. What kind of triggers it, like, subconsciously, and they put it down to things that happen as a child, and then, like, when you're older, it's like the best way that I can describe it was what my mum was saying, and I thought it was like a brilliant analogy. I think I've told you about this before. Like, it's as if your mind is like a being like under like a pile of books, and you keep stacking them and stacking them and stacking them, and eventually they're just going to push over, and that's your breaking point. What the things that now you start to get your anxiety spells, your depression spells, and another interesting thing is as well, they're all linked as well. But just looking back, like, I always think about my dad and that, and like, it still gets to me now. Like, on his 50th birthday, we had a family meal, and I couldn't go to his birthday meal. Like, I just couldn't leave the house. I wanted to, and that, but I just couldn't go, and I just remember, like, just sitting there, like, just crying, like, for hours. Just couldn't get out of it. It was just horrible, mate. And all this was like, what brought it out was a breakup. Like, the back end of it, and it was just like all leading into other things and that, and it was just horrendous, mate.
Yeah, I can imagine. But at the end of the day, Jay, you've got through it. Do you know what I mean? You've got a beautiful life now with Gemma and the kids. You've got a great relationship, it seems, with your dad now. Do you know what I mean? So there is light at the end of the tunnel, even if there's someone watching this. What I mean, talking about 6 months ago, I was just thinking, I don't know how I'm going to cope, not living life without my bird. Do you know what I mean? I pretty much couldn't see a way out. And now it's got a lot better, just like you, Jay. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it was, but like, it didn't really hit me at the start, though. I mean, did he hit you straight away? Because for the first couple of weeks, like and obviously I was bothered, but it was like the longer it went on, it was
Yeah,
getting to me more and more. And then I just got into that, like, clouded. When I went to see the counsellor and stuff, and they start talking to you, like, they call it like a cloudy, dirty mind.
yeah.
Because you can't focus on things that you enjoy. And that's one of the things that they refer your mind to. It's like a dirty,
Yeah,
cloudy mind. Um,
yeah.
Finding, like things that you enjoy and talking about things, it helps break the cycle to not have these feelings and thoughts.
Yeah, it took the enjoyment out of me going the blues. I mean, it wasn't a great. We weren't doing great at the time. It was when it was just after January, so we was doing rubbish. But I remember going to one of the games with my pals, and I was literally I wasn't even watching the game. Do you know what I mean? I was just thinking about but like what you just said. Yeah, it didn't really hit me for a couple of 2-3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, because we'd had little arguments. Obviously, being together that long, you have arguments. You don't speak for a couple of days and that. But I was getting the realisation that she kept telling me when we had this argument, she was saying that she needed some space and all that. And then when it did, it kind of hit me that she was pretty much thinking of finishing things. Like, it was terrible. Yeah, horrible, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Stu, you can ring in if you want, brother.
Yeah,
Be
definitely.
nice to hear your story, man.
Do you want to turn the phones on now, or do you want to?
Yeah. So I'll have to shoot off at 9:15, guys. So if you do see me logging off, then it's just I've got things what I'd already organised for later on tonight. So but yeah, the phone lines are. You're going to open them up now, are you, Jay?
Yeah, I'm just turning the phone on now.
Yeah, I'm just going to get my vape.
Say, mate. I got mine as well. There we go. Hang on. Where's the? Just take that off so you can see the.
Yeah, so it's a safe space for anyone to ring in. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just to get things off your chest, man. I mean, it's really helped Blue Shadow and Tony and
Oh yeah, massively. Yeah.
Lee Burke, Lee Harvey, and all that. Do you know what I mean? And the Facebook group as well, Joe.
Yeah.
The Blues Brothers. I'm sure everyone's on it. What's watching now?
We nearly got. Is it like 170 members we got now on there?
Something like that, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Jay. How are you?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm good. It's Stu, mate. You all right? How's
Yeah.
Nick?
How are you,
You're
Jimmy?
right.
How are you, Jimmy?
Arnie, you on the
Yeah,
on the other side?
I've got my iPad turned down really low, so
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I can kind of keep up with things. But yeah, I just kind of obviously follow you guys, and knowing that you do these mental health things is, really good and stuff. And hearing like both you and Nick talk and sharing that just kind of like inspired me to share my story, really.
Oh, that's good, mate.
Good.
So yeah, it's a bit of a wild one, and it's a bit not so good in places. But shall I go for it?
Yeah, definitely, mate. This is what this is for. I mean, as long as you feel comfortable about talking about it.
Yeah, mate. To be honest, guys, and everyone else who's listening as well, I'm kind of like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I've dealt with it, and I'm still in the process of moving on and getting my life back together and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been difficult, mate. To be honest, since 2020.
Yeah.
Up until then, I was living in Coventry. Had a partner, moved from Redditch to Coventry, got a house with her, been with her for about 10 years, 2020 rolls around. I was working at Birmingham Airport, but with the onset of COVID, got literally booted out the door along with a lot of other guys. and then went into COVID. I think that was like the February.
Yeah.
And then in the April, my dad was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer.
Oh, mate, sorry to hear that.
It's okay, guys. Like I say, we all go through this stuff. It's life at the end of the day. Really grateful, really, that we had 14 weeks with him.
Yeah.
He was home throughout. He passed away at home and stuff like that. We was all grateful for and stuff like that. So, but it was just like dealing with it through COVID and then the funeral in COVID and everything else, only having a few members of like family and friends there when lots of people would have liked to have come and paid their respects to my dad, who was an ardent Blue Nose as well.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, said to me, you're born a Blue Nose, son, so sooner or later you'll come round. And I did. And now I love the Blues. I've done for years. I miss going down there with him. The last game I went to with him was on his birthday or roundabouts in 2019 when we played Leeds at home.
Yeah.
We lost 5-4, but what a game, mate. What a game that was. So, my dad passed towards the end of June the 25th, and then in September, my partner turned around and split up with me.
Oh, nice.
This is where things get interesting, guys. So, the September she split up with me, I got gaslighted for about 2.5 months until she decided that she wanted to speak to me again.
Yeah.
And then in the January, it was kind of like, got through Christmas and that, and I was like, okay, so we're not getting back together. What's going on with the house? We'd spent pretty much 2 years renovating the house from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with the house? If we're not going to be together, then we need to sell the house and we need to move on.
Yeah.
And then basically it kind of just descended into madness, mate. I found out she was basically a covert narcissist. Gaslighted left, right and centre. Didn't want to sell the house, but didn't want to be with me.
Yeah.
Didn't want me in the house. Tried everything, and I mean everything, to basically screw me up and screw me over. Got to the point, guys, where I thought that I was being covertly recorded by her.
Yeah.
We'd had various arguments and stuff like that. And me speaking to my friends and family, I was going outside a lot of the time into the garden to speak.
Yeah.
And it was during one argument that she turned round to me and she said, I will keep you living in limbo for as long as I see fit. And there's nothing, Mr. Leonard, you can do about it.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
It was the one word, Jay, right? That word limbo, because when I was speaking to a friend about a week or so before, I said to him, mate, I feel as if I'm living in limbo. I can't move on. This isn't resolved. I feel as if I'm living in limbo and I'm trapped. I can't do anything. And for her to turn around and say that back to me, it was like the biggest mind scramble ever. Because it was like, I think I'm being listened to. I think I'm being covertly recorded.
Yeah.
To what end, I don't know. But why would she say that back to me?
Yeah.
If she's not recording me and doing all sorts. So, basically, I was being monitored. I was getting locked out. I'd come back to Redditch to see my mum and my sister and stuff, and then I'd go back to Coventry. And basically, I'd be locked out. I'd have to knock on the door of my own house, and then she'd come to the door and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I had the TV taken off me, so she removed the TV stick, so I couldn't watch TV.
Really?
She blocked me from having any access to the internet by disconnecting the my devices, by blocking my devices to the internet.
Yeah.
So the longs and the shorts of it, really, from January 2021 until November 2022, which is nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
I had two court cases, one to get the house on the market, which I won, and then another one to actually get 50% of the house that was a joint ownership.
Yeah.
Where she was claiming that she wanted 60%.
Yeah.
And all through that time, it was like the big game, and this is the realization that I had to come to terms with, like, early on, was that she was trying to do everything in her power by twisting me, coercive control, manipulation, whatever you like to call it, to push me to the point that I either forced myself onto her sexually to assault her that way, or physically slap her, or anything like that, so that she could then turn around to the police and get me out of the house, and then turn around to me and go, "You signed the house over to me and I won't press charges." That was the game.
Well, I mean, did you have like friends and family that you could talk to at the time of all this as well, or?
I had one friend who I used to come to meet and see when I was in Redditch of a weekend. I had my mum and my sister to talk to.
Yeah.
And my solicitor. Yeah. Well, horrendous, mate. Like pressure cooker.
I can imagine, mate. There's all that going on.
Constant pressure cooker for nearly 2 years.
Well, I mean, I've got to give it credit to you, though, mate. You know, one, for talking to us on here about it, but also, you know, going through all that and still carrying on. It's just really inspiring, mate, to be honest.
Well, thanks, man. I do appreciate it. But getting through it's one thing, because it's like you kind of go into this day-to-day thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People might understand, you know, it's just like you get along with it and you do it.
Yeah.
And it's not until post that, and like living in the house and handing the keys over, that everything kind of like hits home, and you kind of realise then, you're like, what now?
Yeah. Did this kind of lead on to like other stuff that, like, with your mind and like your thought processes, like, did it kind of bring anything on?
Mate. I'm not the same person I was, you know.
Yeah.
I never used to really. I wouldn't say I never used to give a shit, but I used to care about like my friends, family, and loved ones and all that. But apart from that, like, you know, that's just, you know, kind of happy-go-lucky, you know, work hard, snowboard hard, play hard, you know, nothing, and try and enjoy life and do what you can for, like, you know, and stuff like that. But like after that, mate, my head's just been fried, to be honest.
I can imagine, mate.
You know,
have you got like any external help that you've, like, has it got to the point where like you feel like you've had to seek help?
Mate, I personally, like, I'm like, I can't go see a doctor. I couldn't go and see a doctor because, like, I don't want to get pills.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a friend who went through a divorce and he's on pills and he can't get from the doctors. Yeah. I'm like, I ain't going down that route. I'll get through it. Might take me, you know, time, but, you know, dealing with it is everyone's different way, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
Like Nick, I used to kind of abuse stuff back in the day. You know, I'm nearly 50. I used to be raping in my younger days, and I'd take anything that was on offer. Yeah. To be fair, smoked weed for years. Kind of knocked everything on the head around about 30. Yeah, and was like, you know, fairly upstanding citizen. But yeah, mate, like, if it was available, I would have. Yeah. But I've been like, I won't drink, and I won't touch anything else because I know that if I did,
you won't get off.
That'd be it. Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
My family's got my family's got a history of like alcohol abuse in the family anyway. So You know, I know that that's kind of like a trait of my family, if you like.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I can't go down that route.
Yeah.
I mean, have you got like, any advice for people that are watching this who haven't, you know, that are watching that are you know, I'm not sure if there's people that are watching that can't talk about things. I mean, did it make you feel better talking to friends and family, like all the stuff that you was going through at the time, or just help take the edge off it a little bit?
Family's family at the end of the day, but I don't. From my situation, it was finding people and someone who I thought could relate to my situation and what I'd been through.
Yeah.
If they can't relate, if they can't understand, and see where you're coming from and the difficulties that you've had to go through, I think it's really hard, and I think it's really hard to find that help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but healing's a process. You'll find how you're going to heal. You know, I'm going back to the blues and being as a bit more frequent down there than I have been in years has been, you know, it's been a godsend. You know, I feel more like me down there. You know, when we played Coventry at the end of last season, mate, like half time, I cried.
Really?
I cried. It was like closure because I'd lived in Coventry for 10 years with her.
Yeah.
You know, and to be playing them, I was just like, I'm beating a demon here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that. How you've used that. Yeah, as an analogy. You
know, my team beating this demon of mine. You know, and it was magic that day.
I mean, have you got like any hobbies and stuff that you enjoy? Things that you like doing as well as blues?
I'm a snowboarder.
Oh, nice.
I've snowboarded for 30 years, and I paint.
Oh,
and I do
brilliant.
design, and I do t-shirts and clothing. And I've taken on board what our beloved owner, Mr. Wagner, has said, an FEA.
Yeah, FEA, mate.
That attitude, mate, has like helped me an awful lot.
Yeah.
Because, and this is it, sometimes when I see friends who know what I've gone through, they look at me as if they don't really believe it's like it was all her fault, and I'm like not to blame. I'm like, I've never laid a finger on her. I never tried to put up with all this shit, and I've walked away, you know, and I've had to fight in the only way in which I could, which was just by being there and doing nothing, and that was so hard.
Yeah.
Like, part of you wants to throttle them, part of you wants to shout and scream at them, but you can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, I took to, like, whenever she goad me, I got my phone out once and I was like, just to let you know, from now on, I am recording this.
Yeah.
She did.
What's that?
She pulled out her phone and she went, "Oh, Mr. Leonard, I have been recording this for the past 20 minutes. And I was just like, I'm getting set up, mate. It was like I was playing some sort of chess master. Chess grandmaster. And I was just like, every step of the way, I'm playing someone who's 2-3 steps ahead of me.
Yeah.
You know, it was, and to look back at it, and I'm just like, how on earth did I get through it?
Yeah.
You know, but
you got through it, mate.
But this
good on you as well.
Thanks again, man. It's like the healing effect of like football and being able to shout and scream and let out those emotions down the blues. And in the tilt, it's just like, it is healing, you know. And being able to take my niece down, who's like, you know, another generation, I'm just like, my dad would be proud that she's going down and she loves the blues as much, you know, and stuff. And I'm like, I know he's down in the tilt when I'm there.
Yeah.
It's just mad.
Got loads of nice comments as well, Stu.
Bless you. But so I'm like, I know that some of the other guys like Big Tone and obviously Nick and you, like, anxiety's there, mate. Like, you know, the thing is, I'll get in the car and I'll drive from Redditch to Tamworth. I used to make 5 fags on the journey. You know, to go snowboarding.
I know.
because like I'd be anxious on the motorway and stuff. I'd
Yeah.
like
I had that,
I'm
mate,
happy
as
in
well.
my own, but like you don't want to go out and stuff, and it's just like everything seems weird still a little bit.
Yeah, it will, mate. It'll take time, mate. You know,
Mm.
time's a. I mean, that's one good thing about time. It is a healer, and it is, mate.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm impatient, mate. I'm like, I want to feel better. You know,
Yeah.
I do. I'm trying to be like, you know, apart from snowboarding, I'm trying to be like a bit fitter and healthier and that. But you know, I've moved back to Redditch. I'm living with my mum now, which is good and bad because she's been ill recently, which is good. But
Yeah.
you know, on the other hand, I'm grateful that I'm close and I'm about and stuff, obviously for her.
Yeah.
You've done the hardest thing now, Stu. You know, talking about it to other people while she was going through it. Obviously talking to us about it, you know, and being open about your story and stuff. It's only going to get better, mate.
It's like you guys, if you know, if someone else can like take something from it, you know, and you know, learn from it as well, and you learn from the experiences, like from what you guys have been through and how you deal with things, and
Yeah.
you know, have dealt with them. You know, I'm like looking at it going, oh man, I need to go down the gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to get a bit fitter, which I will plan on doing, but you know, I've just got a lot on my plate again at the moment with different stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah, guys, that's pretty much it from me. So I'll let another caller or whatever get on for a little bit.
Thanks for sharing your story and that, Stu, and watching and stuff.
Thanks for listening, guys, and you know, thank you both for doing what you do with this mental health thing, but you know, all your other podcasts and everything as well.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Nice, sure.
Always got us now, Stu. All right, mate.
Keep the faith.
Yeah.
Keep on, mate.
Yeah.
And FEA.
Yeah, definitely, mate. That's the thing.
I'm tempted to get it tattooed on me, that, you know. FEA. I really am tempted, mate.
I'm doing some t-shirts and that anyway. I am.
Oh, same, mate. I'll have to share them, mate, on the group and stuff. If you're on Facebook.
I am. All right, guys.
Nice.
And thanks everyone else for listening, and keep right on.
Always, mate. Keep right on.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you later, mate. It's just your mind, isn't it? You know, it's just such a powerful thing. And
Yeah. No. Well done, Stu, for ringing in and talking about it, man. I think that's the main thing. And one thing what stood out was when he said he needed someone who'd been through a similar sort of thing, because it's no good talking to someone what hasn't got a clue about what you're going through. I mean, I'll go to mutual aid meetings. Do you know what I mean? Where everyone's gone through, you know, I've suffered trauma throughout my life, and people can relate to it, and it's that thing, isn't it? I mean, someone was saying there was 4 years clean, and they're in AA. 4 years, 4 years clean of alcohol. They're in AA. I go to NA. I do, you know, twice a week. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey Jay, hey Nick.
How you doing, Blue? Are you okay?
Not great, to be honest with you, but yeah, I'm soldiering on, trying to find a way around certain things in my life. So yeah.
Oh man.
But I've got a family member that's get it right, dying from cancer.
Yeah.
So he's only got a few months to live. I had a cancer scare myself, so that's why I went up the hospital. But luckily, the results come back that I didn't have it.
Yeah.
But it was one of them. It just like my anxiety kicked in with that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And then, like, obviously, my mate's like, let's go to the gym. Like, let's get something sorted. Let's get, try and get your head in the right direction. So I was like, yeah, not a problem. Like, didn't really want to go, but she got me out the door. Went to the gym, came back, I felt good about myself. And then like that same day I had the negative comments that I've had for the last 20 years about the way I look on the outside, and you're a hippo, you're an ugly bitch, you should stay indoors and all of that. And it's a build up, you know what I mean? And you're like,
Yeah.
no, again, can't deal with this. So I'm kind of at like a breaking point, I think, where I'm like, do I give up
No.
and just give in and walk away? What's one more life
No.
kind of thing? But
No, don't give up.
I can't, because I've got a daughter, and that'd be selfish, you know what I mean? So hence why I'm trying to keep on the narrow path, like go in that right direction and think, you know what, let them keep coming at me.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'll prove them all wrong, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you think you're brilliant, the poems and that you're doing. We noticed on the Facebook group that you've been going to the gym and stuff.
Yeah. I finally got to listen to, obviously from the other night when they put a stop on the last live you done, and I thought that's great, because I wanted to. I like to rewatch. I like to rewatch it. So yeah, and then I was like, go to the gym, and I was like, it's working now. So yeah, I've done my workout to watching the live again, so which was pretty good, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're laughing now. Look, that's good.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's mad to think, like, as much as I'm so emotional right now, there's that part of me. There is that laughter, and it is there. It's just like how it comes out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Have
you like spoke to anybody like externally, like been to see somebody or?
You know what? Like, I used to do that, but I don't like it now because they never understand where I'm coming from. So hence why I tend to just stick to my poetry, or I'll like chat to my mate about it. And she goes, just let it go over your head. Then they've got things going on in their life, and that's their outlet to take it out on you. And I was like, yeah, but it's not fair, really, kind of thing. But I think society has a way of looking at a person and going, you don't fit. You know what I mean? Whatever category you tend to fall into these days, your face don't fit, or your race don't fit, or you're wearing the wrong trousers. Like there's different categories in life, and I class myself as like the black sheep, so I tend to not to follow unless it's for a good reason.
Yeah.
So obviously following the blues and following you guys and taking part and all of that, that's a good reason. You know what I mean? So
you got loads of nice comments as well, Blue Shadow. You got one off Richelle. You're a star on here. Get it all off your chest now, and look forward to Wrexham. And this is what it's for.
That's what I'm trying to get my head in gear for the Wrexham, which I am looking forward to. I just kind of hope it don't piss down like it has today, to be honest with you. I don't fancy getting too wet.
Where's the one off Sadie, Nick? Because Sadie written nice comments as well for
Sadie put, go on, you read it, Jay, because you can't hear me.
Susan put don't give up, Blue Shadow. Don't let those negative people put you down, and hold your head high. There's one off Sadie as well, Rich. There we go. Sadie's put, we love you, Blue Shadow. We will never judge you. Fuck them all. A talented individual. People who say things are miserable bastards, we now enjoying their lives. And 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the comments. It's much appreciated.
We love you, Blue Shadow.
Thank you. Man. Love you too. Love you. Love Nick. Love everyone. They're just all fantastic, and they do. They build up the positivity that I need in my life right now. Because without that, I don't know where I'd be. You know what I mean? So thank you. I'm trying not to cry again.
Does it feel better now not talking about it?
Yeah, definitely. Because like, there's people in this world that don't understand where you're coming from, and then there's others that like you, like Nick. Like we're in, as I said before, we're in the same boat. We're just in different directions in our life, and
Yeah.
it kind of like it takes a hold of you in one spot and never lets you go in another.
Yeah.
And then like that's where the sort of in between of right, okay, which direction am I going in? Because if you don't know, you're kind of going to be stuck, ain't you?
Yeah.
But like I say, with the help of you guys and helping me, you know, just come out my shell, being able to talk and chat with everyone, putting up my poetry, having a little draw, talking to Big Tone,
Yeah.
anything like that. That's you know, that's all positives in my life right now.
Yeah.
But Blue Shadow, never give up. Yes, your daughter needs you. We need you here, and we do.
Yeah,
In our
thank you,
group,
Big Tone.
you helped me. Isn't that worth it? Of course it is. Keep right on. So Town's basically saying that you've helped him as well, Blue Shadow.
Yeah, I think I've had an impact on many people.
Yeah. Good man.
Whether it's through what I've written or just like talking to them in general. So yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm glad like that we've got this little group of ours. I really am.
Good.
And
me as well.
obviously Blues are going places as well.
Yeah, 100%.
But
Blues
before
are
I go, Dino asked me to write something for his mum.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's on the chat actually, but I'm going to read it out tonight for him.
Yeah, no problem.
And then hopefully at some point he'll listen and then get back to me on what he thinks and that.
Okay.
Go for it, Blue Shadow.
Okay, mate. So it goes. In a garden full of roses, where the petals start to fall, a light from the sky shines down to your door. For it's the month of August where the grief takes its toll, as your mum gained her wings and in your heart it left a hole. Because your mum was your sun, the moon and the stars. She was your smile and would always make you laugh. But now there's just a darkness where the pain still subsides, and the memories that he has leaves tears in his eyes. So in the trauma that he felt, his mental health took a turn, because he lost his mum who he loved, knowing she was no longer there. And so he couldn't hug her or ask her for advice, go round and sit down, have a chat about his life. But little does he know, his mum has never left, for she's his footprints as he walks and his heartbeat in his chest. So just listen to this poem and the verses that's been writ. Your mum is all around you, she's the robin on the fence. She's the flame to the candle, the spring in your step, and heaven has gained a hero. It's your mum, and she's truly blessed. Rest in peace.
Oh, it's lovely.
Well
done.
Yeah. It took me a while, to be honest with you, because like I wrote like several different verses and trying to put them all into one thing to get it going. And I read it to my mate, and she was like, "I don't know if that's like if he'd like it or not, but I think you can switch it up a bit." So yeah, I read on it before the show, and got it sorted.
But you know, you've got us down, you Blue Shadow.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah,
on here.
definitely, mate, definitely.
This is this is for life now. This YouTube thing, you know, I really enjoy it, and I mean, you're just really talented at like your poetry. I'm just really good at it. Like, it's just mad how good you are.
Yeah, well, I do say to people as like when it comes to poetry, you know, you don't have to be like good at it. You could like say anything, and it might not make any sense to any of us, but it makes more sense to you, and it doesn't have to rhyme. You know what I mean? And like I say, it's always been an outlet for when I'm having a bad day. And I tend to just go sort of like into my dark moments. And then, I write dark stuff, and then out comes the nice stuff, you know what I mean? So I know that I'm on the upper and not on the downer.
I can kind of relate to that, the dark and the light side.
Yeah, I always say there's dark and light to everything. It's just, I suppose, it's the way you look at things. And then it's the same, you know, like when people come into your life, and whether you get into a relationship, you think, you know, like everything's great at first.
Yeah.
And then little do you realise something changes, and that first thing that you loved about a person is no longer there for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Nick talking about his relationship, bless him. You know what I mean? Like, I've got high regards for a lot of people that are very open about what relationships they go through. And obviously, you know, he goes to the gym and he does other things, and he talks to you and he talks to other people, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? It's a positive
Yeah.
connection. You know, he's going to be, he'll be good in the end. If he stays on the right path, and you know what I mean. And I kind of hope he understands what I'm trying to say, because I always get stuck for words when explaining. But yeah,
No,
He does.
Yeah, man.
See it in his eyes, Blue Shadow. He does.
Yeah, you know, the mad thing is, like I say to people, like I say, some people have got it and others don't, and it's like the first time you look at a person in their eyes, you know, some people try to hide the fact that there's something going on, but if you look closely enough and you look deeper, you see the soul of a person, and you see the breakdown that they're going through.
Yeah.
And they're the kind of people that you need in your life.
Yeah.
Not only just at the same time of needing someone, you know what I mean, but I'd be going, I know you're not going to let me in, but I will get there because your eyes are telling me you need me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like an aura that you can't get rid of. But yeah, I'm welling up now. I think I need to go and have a good old cry. But
Well, I know what you mean now with that Blue Shadow, because I never noticed that. Like, now before my experience happened, and now, like, since I've gone through it all and that now, like, you know, I'm glad you mentioned that, because sometimes when you meet people and that, like, you can see, can't you?
Yeah, you
kind of brings you to say, like, "Are you okay?" Like,
yeah. But it's mad because, like, people go, well, if you can see that in that person, what do you see in me? And I go, but I don't see the same thing, because everyone has a different way of communicating and expressing things.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't know you're doing it. That's the thing. Like, you can look and you can stare at a person for a long time, you know, and a lot of people don't like people looking at you in a certain way, and you'd be like, I'm not staring at you, but what you're portraying behind them beautiful eyes of yours is that connectivity, you know what I mean? That connection that's like so powerful, it's drawing me in, kind of thing, you know what I mean? So
yeah, and a story to tell that we want to listen to.
definitely. But right, I'm gonna try and not have a good cry. But
Keep up the
definitely,
poetry, though, Blue Shadow.
yeah,
And you've got this,
yeah.
definitely. You've got it in the bag, man. I mean, you've done. I mean, like, every week, you know, you've been smashing it. I can't believe how far you've come since we spoke. You know, for the very first time, like when you was commenting on the, you know, and you was umming to phone in for like a good 5, 6, 7 weeks, and then, you know, like, since then, you know, it's been over like 6, 7 weeks again, and then, like, you're phoning in like regular now. It's just, you know,
It's like it's a common thing for me to do, because I feel like that if I don't phone in, that I'm kind of not like expressing how I am or what I want to say, what's on my mind. Like, you can say so much in the chat, but then if you want to really just like have a conversation with someone, it's nice just to pick up the phone. I think I might have not called in on the one show because I thought, no, let some new callers come in, because it is nice to hear like different people. But yeah, like that first time people started calling, and my anxiety was so through the roof, and I was like, I can't do this. No, we'll leave it, and we'll leave
how
it.
do you feel about it now?
You know what? That's like, I look at it and I go, that side of me, that's the one where I would go over to someone, I'd pick them up and go, come here, give me a hug. You've got this in the bag, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I see me as how I am now, and I'm like, wow, you've took the next step, not just by phoning in and being able to talk and open up to people, but just being you.
Yeah.
And if that's what you can do in life, and and offer some kind of support somewhere along the line, then you know you're doing a good job.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
But
Well,
yeah,
well done,
I'm
Blue
gonna get
Shadow.
off, mate. But keep right on.
Keep
Keep
right
on,
on.
Blue Shadow. We all love you on here.
Fuck them all.
Yeah.
I love that
Come on.
saying now.
I know.
Yeah,
We're all proud of you,
definitely.
Blue Shadow.
I'm gonna go back on the chat and yeah, goodbye and goodbye. Good night to you and Nick, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. And back on the chat I go.
Yeah,
Did you
nice
with
one.
the house, Blue Shadow?
No, not yet. I've had nothing.
I don't know what's happened with them, you know, because I posted them normally.
Yeah, it'll take a while. Most of them
Mostly
are
a bit shit, to be honest with you. Like
It's
I
been
don't
over a
really
week
get
now.
letters from Wales. Yeah, it's mad.
It's been
But
over
yeah.
7 days now, though. Like, I would have thought it would have been a couple of days. First class stamp.
Yeah, I don't know, mate, but I'm gonna keep a lookout for it anyway. I'll let you know.
I'm gutted if they don't get to you, man. I'm going to have to buy them again and get them like sent as a proper parcel then.
Alright, mate. Right, don't worry about it anyway, and like I say, I'll let you know. I'll message you or something
All right,
if
then.
it can come through.
Nice.
But yeah,
Well
keep
done, Blue
right
Shadow, though.
Right,
Keep it
nice
up.
one.
Thank you.
Right, nice one, mate.
Keep
Good night.
right on.
See
Keep
you.
right on. Bye.
Thank you. Nice one, Blue Shadow. Do you know what's really good? I like this what Richie put because it is. It's this is so true. One of his favourite quotes. Never fear a storm, learn to dance in the rain. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a really powerful quote.
Big Tone.
Hello,
Tone.
mate. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. You? Nick says hello as well.
Yeah, I was till I just heard Blue Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's down.
She's helped you.
What?
She's helped you as well, hasn't she?
Yeah. So, ain't I fucking worth it? Come on. You got to keep going, girl. Keep going. That writing. How can we do without that writing?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go on about it too much, but no, come on, Blue, you got to get out of it. But I'm reticent to say how fucking well I'm feeling at the moment.
I love him, man. He starts laughing. I love it. Gem's watching as well. She's probably laughing now because she can hear you laughing. She says, "I love Town's laugh."
Well, I mean, I think the last time I said I thought I had batteries up my fucking ass. I haven't stopped. I ain't stopped. And I felt like something was happening, and it fucking well is. I've got so much written down, but I've sent you a couple of emails, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, he has.
Well, the second one, can you open last? Because that's to you and Nick. The first one is about my story, about letting go of my Blue, my other dog. Letting him, I suppose it is getting over the grief because it just feels so good with him and it's his path where he's just going to be, and I'm not going to just feel sorry for him and sorry for myself that he is near because he's always fucking here anyway.
Yeah. Is that the one, Tone?
Yeah, that's his path, mate.
Oh, it's lovely, mate. That is.
It's just, as I keep saying, my paths are just full of colour. Yeah. It's my art, therapy, well coloured therapy, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
The second one is I finished it today, especially for this, because most of my things I've wrote down is wanting to thank you and Nick and other people on there, and this is my interpretation of it. It's an SOS on a beach with a wave coming in to get you safe.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Just gonna. Oh yeah. Go on. Just get it. Oh, Town, that's lovely. That is.
Can you read the wave?
Yeah. You can just get it on the screen now. Yeah. Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
That means
It's a lovely town.
ours is the SOS, and you're the Blues Brothers coming in that wave to take you back out and rescue. That's my interpretation of things, anyway.
Oh, town. I love you, man. I love you, mate. Mate, how good's that? You know what? I'm going to get that printed.
I fucking love doing it.
I'm going to get that printed, mate. Yeah, that's how
Well,
it is.
I might do a bit better than that, but I ain't saying nothing at the moment.
Thanks so much for that, town.
You're fucking well worth it. Don't thank me, for Christ's sake. I'll thank you too. It's what I feel. You know, my heart. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that's it. I mean, things have happened this week. I mean, lots of things are pushing me that way, but I've got 5 things, you know, that reignite me, and that's your shows, both of your shows. And I've got to admit, when I first started watching both of you, I was in them fucking moods, and I didn't think much of it.
Yeah.
But I was judgmental then, and then when you got together, it sort of hit a bell like, and then I opened my eyes and fucking looked, which I asked people to look at my paintings. So that was one. Blue Shadow again. It's just knocked me back listening to it like that, because I fucking hate listening to that. Because I've usually got good advice, but, you know, when you're down like that, it fucking hurts, doesn't it? So,
Yeah.
But she's still got the fucking balls to phone in, and that is the lifeline.
Yeah.
That's what you got to look for.
100%.
The other one was mentioned earlier. These videos from Duncan, fucking hell, they're just, it's all coming at the right time, you know, it's triggering me. And then 2 things happened this week. One on the golf course with the Welsh fuckers. So I've had a fucking great day with them yesterday.
Yeah. How did you get on town? Did you beat them?
Well, there was 5 of them in the end after golf. I would fucking beat them at golf, that ain't hard. But they're going on about the fucking match and how good Wrexham are. So I said, right, well, you're all right when you're fucking talking like this. They couldn't answer simple questions like, how many does Wrexham hold then? Because when I said there's going to be nearly 30,000, then fuck up. You were only getting 22. I said, yeah, half the ground was fucking shut then. I said, you get 30,000. I said, anyway, can one of you answer how many your fucking ground holds? And not one of them could. And I told them 12,500 fucking thousand. They don't know the facts or nothing. But what I done to them, I said, okay, all 5 of you, I'll give you odds of 3 to fucking 1, and I'll put a tenner down, or 15 quid, whatever, that you don't even get a fucking draw at our place. Do you know, not one of them took the bet.
Really?
That's how fucking weak they are. That's how, what they call it, how they think they're going to go.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm fucking glad they didn't take it, just in case.
Yeah,
just
I know what you mean.
And on the course, the one guy, I've done this with someone else before, he's a lovely guy, he really is, but fuck me, he's a crap golfer. And he just, oh, fuck me, I keep doing this and I keep doing that. And it's about 10 holes. I said, for fuck's sake, Eric, fucking stand still a minute. Do you want to learn? And of course I fucking do. I said, well, I'll show you things, and then you fucking forget them after 5 minutes. He said, what are you going to do? And I set him up properly. And I said, right, just wait. And I grabbed this right collar off his shirt.
Yeah.
I said, open his fucking mouth. And I put it in his mouth. I said, now bite it. He was looking at me. I said, now fucking swing nice and easy. Boom, straight down the middle, about 20 yards longer than he's been before.
Yeah.
And he kept doing it, 5, 6 fucking shots. And we got to another tee and we had a wait. And he said, fucking hell, Tom, where did you learn that? He said, where'd you get all these tips from? I said, I don't. I said, I just fucking made it up. He said, you what, you bastard? I said, yeah, I just made it up. I said, but it fucking took your mind off all the things you're doing wrong, didn't it? He went, oh, yeah. I said, well, carry on fucking doing it then. Thick as hell they are, but that inspired me. And
Yeah,
then
but you're
when I
helping
got home-
people though, Tone, as well, aren't you?
Yeah, well, this is it. I got home and I swear to God, there's a lovely couple. There's a woman and she's got 3 sons, and they're a lovely couple. They help disabled children, and she has them boarding at the house and that. And the son, he's disabled as well. He's got something wrong with his spine, but he's up and about. He fixes cars, and you know, he's given me jumps on me back when my battery's been flattened, different things.
Yeah.
And I've helped. But he was on the doorstep and he said, fucking hell, Tony. He said, I've got this sciatica, I think. It's fucking pain. He said, I've been in bed for a couple of days. He said, come on. He said, do you know all the tricks? And it just fucking hit me like an arrow. And thought, you know what? Since Blue died,
Yeah.
I've stopped doing them sort of things. I said, right, give me 5 minutes. I'll get my fucking stuff in and I'll see what I've got. So I went through all my stuff. And
Yeah.
I have these knee patches that you stick on your knee, and it pumps ibuprofen into your knee. They're fucking really good, they are.
Yeah.
So I went round with about 4 of them. I says, look, forget the shape of them. Take the peel off, stick it on your back. Please don't go in the shower with them. I said, because they're powerful and they just pump the ibuprofen. Fucking hell, brilliant. Anyway, I seen him this morning. He said, fucking hell, that's fucking absolutely brilliant. So it got me thinking again.
Yeah.
I need to start helping people again. That's what I love doing.
But you are though, Tone.
Yeah, in a way, but I don't know. You sort of think yourself that you're not.
Yeah.
You know, from all the stuff I used to do.
Yeah.
But and I've been absolutely buzzing. I'm still losing weight. I'm still training. I've switched the fucking telly off completely. I'm doing everything all day. I've even changed my flat round to the winter mode now because it's getting cold, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to start living in the one room again soon and doing all things like that. I'm so fucking positive. It's untrue.
That's good, though, mate. I mean, it's like I was saying to Blue Shadow, you know, I mean, like even you as well. You know, when we first started doing this, I can't believe, you know, like how people are like doing a lot of things positive, and you know, it's just really inspiring, Town, like, to hear like how you come in on like over the weeks and stuff, and brilliant, mate.
I've jotted a few tips down where I possibly, being my age, I'll tell you what that kid made me feel like. I forgot to say, he made me feel like when I was young, that fucking granddad you always liked, the bloke down the road, that always helped you. And I thought, well, maybe I'm that fucking granddad now. I mean, I don't give a fuck if people take the piss out of the age. I don't care. To me, I don't think I look 70. I don't fucking certainly act 70.
No.
And I just go in. I mean, there's things I'm doing now that some bloody 40-year-olds couldn't do. But that made me feel right. I'm going to fucking start doing this. I'm thinking of new ways to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, Duncan, when he comes back, I hope I'm going to have this chat with him, and if he wants to know my life story, well, I'll do it. We can always say, well, there's certain odd things that, you know, I'm not going to speak about. Maybe I will. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we said on a chat as well on what about, well, when you thought, you know, put a joke in, and I think we all read it the wrong way about crying. Maybe that's a thing I've got to fucking do. Maybe that's the last thing I've got to do.
What, cry?
Yeah.
No. Tony, if you feel like you've got to cry, mate, cry.
Yeah, well, the problem is, I was going to say, you know, about all my fucking abuse and all this shit what I went through.
Yeah.
I was thinking again today, doing a lot of writings, and when they were abusing me and doing all that shit, I made a purpose I was only a small kid. I was very small at school, but I made a purpose that I wouldn't fucking cry in front of them.
Yeah.
And I stuck with me too much. Where maybe that, that's probably one of the last things. And when I need to, I fucking will.
Yeah.
But I think I'm coming to, if I'm not going to get rid of PTSD, I accept that.
Yeah.
But I'm coming to that part, I think, after a long time of being in control of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time I'm in control of it. It's just bits now. But
do you feel like it's like easier now than it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's not nearly as many episodes. I mean, I could have 1 or 2 a week.
Yeah.
If I have one every 3 or 4 weeks now, I mean, look at that. That was the thing you done for me. And I tell you, I keep saying it, that was a massive thing for me to come to Shrewsbury. It
No, it was.
And
you know what, Tom? We loved it though, mate.
Yeah.
Great day, didn't we?
Well, the other thing, do you know what you done? Do you know what you done though, Nick? Not just that. Do you know what you done as well?
What's that?
Well, I can tell you because this is what I'm on about, passing my knowledge down, meeting you and Nick, fucking brilliant, watching the Blues, but you know what you've fucking done? You sat with me all game.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I had someone, I met your family, I met your dad, I had great conversations with your dad.
Yeah.
You sat with me all fucking game, and that meant so fucking much to me. It did.
Thanks, Tom.
Because, and I met the fucking gaffer.
I know. But what I'm saying is, though, Town, this is a platform for this because, mate, like, them 10 years ago, mate, like, the stuff I was going through, mate, like, I really struggled. Like, I'd done my crying and stuff, so, like, when I do have, like, a dodgy spell, and I'm like you, like, I can go, like, weeks, months without, like, having anything, and then I'll probably have, like, a day or, like, half an hour, like, and then I'll feel like I've done the crying and stuff now, so
yeah,
it gets a lot easier to deal with. But when I saw you and that, it was more of like, I'm here for people because I don't want people to feel how I felt.
Yeah,
in my own head.
Yeah,
the way it made me feel, like, you know what I mean?
Don't you think as well that we say, I mean, we get on like an house on fire. We mention, I mean, love is mentioned. And one thing this is the one thing I was going to mention today, which I've never mentioned before, about my dad.
Yeah.
My dad was a very hard man, very hard. A great man.
Yeah.
He was a great man, but a very hard man. And I was like the black sheep of the family. My elder brother was the clever one who went to the top schools and got all the O levels and A levels and all that. I was never jealous or anything, but I seemed to be the black sheep. Well, I know I was. My younger brothers had told me I got blamed for everything. But the only time he ever said to me was, because I had a love-hate relationship because of what was going on at school. I couldn't tell him because he got me there. He wanted me to go to this school. It was like a private fucking, I don't know, not a boarding school, but part boarding, technical school, I think they called it.
Yeah.
He wanted to go there. I couldn't tell him about the abuse. One, because whether he'd believe or whatever, but two, if he did, he'd fucking blame himself for sending me there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Remember, I was 11 years old up till 14, and what happened was, while it was going on, I tried fucking every way possible to get expelled. Smoking in the class, abusing the teachers. I bunked off school for 3 fucking months, but all he'd ever done was got me more beltings at home and more beltings and abuse at school and give them more power.
Yeah.
It just, I I didn't want to go on about this again. But the way I've done it, which is, I want to give people tips. I never fucking give in. I never give in. And
well done,
part of that, people have got to realise is luck as well. And you've got to grasp that bit of a chance, that bit of luck, and grasp it. My grasping bit was I was outside the school gates after school having a punch up. And although I was little, I was on top of this kid. And I can't remember what the fuck it was about. But the last thing, I felt this hand on my shoulder and one of these fucking perverts' voices. And, oh, fucking hell. I turned and I was looking straight into evil, but my evil was in me then.
Yeah.
And an headbutt, about 20 punches and 5 fucking kicks later, someone pulled me off him. I wanted to kill him. And, you know, that sounds desperate, but after what I went through. Anyway, that got me expelled. That was my bit of luck.
Yeah.
He got beltings off me dad. He blacklisted me for fucking ages. But I went to this school, and the last year of my school was a secondary modern, an headmistress, and I still remember the name to this fucking day, Miss Patterson.
Yeah.
And there was no beltings, there was no abuse, and I fucking thrived till I left and joined the army. So you got to grasp them chances whenever you can.
Bang on, Town.
They're not going to come when you expect them.
No.
It might be something little, like I said, with the kid next door or the bloke at golf. It's got to resonate in you and set you off to say, fuck everyone. Yeah, fuck them all, whatever they say.
Yeah.
And there's loads of tips, fucking loads. And I think I can help a hell of a lot of fucking people. Just by, because I've had to go fucking through it for years.
Yeah.
Things for arthritis.
Same again, Town. You know, you're living proof that, you know, you just got to carry on, keep right on. You know, that's, you know, it's really inspiring, mate. You know, the stuff you've gone through, like, you know, and you're still like smashing it every day. You know, your paintings, your poetry, your golf.
Well, a couple of little things. I ain't going to go through them now because I've probably gone on too much. But
that's all right, mate. There's no time to fail on this, Town.
One of my points is to people that might not get this, and some might get upset with this, and especially after that. The first caller as well, sorry I forgot his name.
Stu.
Absolutely brilliant. And he's coping. He's coping in his way.
Yeah.
And he's doing what I'm doing, basically. But we've got to, this is going to sound cruel, but we have to get rid of this bit of self-pity.
Yeah.
I'll call it self-pity, and it sounds cruel, but it is. And one of my points is, it's not cheating if you grab a ladder to climb a wall. It's still you that has to work to climb that ladder.
Yeah.
One of the other points is about hurting yourself and running yourself down and doing that. Would you do the same if someone was stabbing you? Would you get a knife and fucking start stabbing yourself? No. You get up and fight back.
Yeah.
I know I'm stupid points, but...
No, they're not, mate. No, bang on, Town. And Richard for a comment on here saying Big Town is your true inspiration. You are, mate.
Well, I hope to be. And, you know, at one time when I was teaching art therapy, I honestly believe that was the best time of my fucking life. I absolutely loved it to see people coming through and getting the paint down, you know, and thinking, fucking hell, I can paint.
Yeah.
You don't have to paint to do it either.
Yeah.
And another point is, not all counsellors can help you in the right way. I mean, God, I was pushed to so many fucking counsellors, and what I call clock watchers, you know, they're just there to do a job, and it's not their fault. But I had that passion, and I said, sorry, you're fucking sacked. I want someone else. And, you know, you lose out a bit in a way, but I ended up with this woman, a Polish woman, what a fucking inspiration she was. She realised she didn't have to be told the next time what the first part of my story was. She fucking knew.
Yeah.
And then suggested, I know you're an artist, I found out, and I never told her that. She said, right, next time, bring your paints in or your crayons. We'll have some paper. If you can't talk about it, fucking draw it.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the path to get me onto art therapy. Which
Brilliant, mate.
I'll always fucking thank her for that. And,
we're all on a journey, Tony, aren't we? And like,
we are. I went on then to get diagnosed properly, and I insisted, and I used to have support workers, and you know what? I wouldn't accept any support worker. I kept saying I want a fucking support worker that's going to push me in the right path. So if you're not going to do that, if you just come in here to write a fucking piece of paper and think you've done well, fuck off now. I mean, one of them come and he said, he seemed blue, who was huge, and said, oh, I can't come in an house without dogs. I said, fucking ta-da then. I slammed the door. His partner, the woman, was already in. Anyway, knocked the door, apologised. I said, look, this is my fucking house. It's Blue's house. If you want to sit here and help me and get paid, fucking sound. And he was brilliant after that. You've got to be assertive with these people.
Yeah, you got to take them like these opportunities, Tony. You've got to get involved with it, haven't you?
Yeah. Another point. We all get weak at times. Every one of us falls. But I know people say it. You got to look after your body and your mind.
Yeah.
Get to the gym. Do something inspiring that you love.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in here, I couldn't go out. I'll tell you what I taught. I read up about proper art therapy from America. I studied it so I could teach. Yeah. I taught myself to play the keyboard, to write songs like with my poetry.
Yeah.
And I just taught myself. And the other thing, I've never mentioned this before. I know I haven't got papers to qualify. I taught myself about massage. I'm a masseuse, basically.
Oh,
and I can do it on myself. There's ways of doing it on yourself when you're meditating.
Yeah.
There's ways I can tell people how to meditate, because I've never got it to start with. But I've found out the way to do it, my way, and other people will have their way. But you've just got to have the right setting. And I'll tell you what, it's absolutely fucking brilliant. It's brilliant.
It is, mate. And
I get most of my inspiration from my paintings, from meditation.
Yeah, that's why I'm covered in all of Buddy's tattoos and that. I love all that like relaxation stuff. I love it. It's like you, like people probably look at me like and judge me in a way like I was covered in tattoos, but they've all got like stories of how I was.
Yes, exactly.
From back then.
Yeah.
That's my art.
Well, that's my paintings. Some people hate them. Some people think they're crap. Do you know what? I couldn't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. You don't have to look at them. The ones that say that don't really look into them. There's a way of reading a painting, and that's to go right in, back to the back at the focal point, circle your eyes round, come back out, look away, then go back in again and again, and you'll see more and more every day. You'll see more and more. Fucking hell, I'm doing on like a lecturer.
It's all right, mate. There's no time scale. It's just a chat.
The other thing, don't accept everything what your doctors fucking tell you. They're there now to give you a pill for this, a pill for that. They get money for that. I had to sit in that doctor and said, you can shove your fucking pills up your arse. If you're not going to help me, I'll fucking go above you. I'll do something different. And you know what? They always give in because they want the quiet life. And he started sorting stuff out for me then. It's just that being strong.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, my abuse was an advantage because it made me fucking strong. I weren't scared of people like that because I wanted help. I needed help. They were going to give me fucking help. They weren't going to pass me on. There's so much, honestly.
But it's like when you were saying about that town, about like grasping, you know, like opportunities and stuff, and that, and like seeing things that crop up in your life to, you know, to. I mean, I had like certain feelings, like I couldn't let go. Like when it first happened, because this is another thing what still like haunts me in a way. Me and Jem have been together now 10 years, been married 3 years, but like the first good few months, like with Jem, like I wasn't myself. Like I was just a hollow person. Like I just had no emotions. I was just totally like not myself at all. And then like we hadn't even been together like a year. Like and Jem got pregnant with our first kid, Jackson, and I just remember like sitting on the landing, like thinking, you know, like I'm not ready to be a dad in my head because of how like I felt and stuff. And then we went to Boots to get another test to see if it was like accurate, the test. And like as we was coming out, it was my ex that we walked into. Mate, there was like I couldn't describe it. Like there was that many people. It was like a proper shopping centre. Like and like she was like coming in, and like we literally walked into her, and she was with the guy that she went with, and that was kind of like my closure then.
Yeah.
And me and Jem, like mate, like you know, she's my rock, mate. She's been brilliant. Like I couldn't.
Well, that's
I
what
couldn't
I'm
have married
saying.
another, you know, like a better person than Jem. Like she's been there for me,
Wow.
and I've been crying on the night and stuff.
Well, that's what I said about that was your spark, your bit of luck, that moment, and you fucking grasped it.
Yeah.
It took you away. It took you away from that hurt.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about. I mean, I'm going to try and set something up. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it on certain ways where maybe I'll get a site up. I don't know. I've got to go into it, but I think I've got the knowledge.
You have got the knowledge, yeah, definitely, Town.
I'm not qualified by much, but my qualifications in life, and they're the best qualifications. You can have a fucking doctor that's got every paper in the world, but if he hasn't seen anything, witnessed anything, there's nothing in his heart.
Yeah.
These carers or these, what we call it, the ones I went to, who are clock watchers, how can they fucking sit with a heart bleeding when they're just listening? And then I say I'm not blaming them, but you need to find out the right people to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to set up something where people can just get in touch and say, "What have you got a tip for that, or do you know about that?" You know, I might not, I probably won't, but I probably will. Just something stupid.
Yeah.
And to end this, I'm going to fucking end it. I can hear everyone going, "Fucking hooray, get off."
No. Don't worry, Town, honestly. There's no time scale, mate. It's just a chat. Don't worry about it.
I've got 3 tips today. Because I've heard people in chat or they've got in touch with me, different things, life tips. And the first one is for weight loss.
Yeah.
I know about training. I train hard. I work probably too fucking hard training, and I do some drastic things that I don't advise other people to do. But I'm in boxing in the army, and that's what I've done. But a stimulant for your body and weight loss is, last thing at night, is a small glass and a half glass, right?
Yeah.
And this I will guarantee it 100% works. You want a spoonful of honey, a spoonful of lemon juice, a spoonful of apple cider vinegar, the one with the mother bits in,
Yeah.
a small pinch of turmeric, and some warm water. Stir it well. You can either drink it like that, and sometimes it doesn't taste brilliant, but I have a squash ready to drink straight after, or I put a bit of squash in with non-fattening squash just to take the taste away. The reason for this stuff is people don't realise you burn fat when you're lying and sleeping at night. You don't burn it during the day, you burn it at night. And all these bits are good for weight loss. So you take it last thing at night. And it's brilliant for stimulating the mind, the turmeric especially, for stimulating the mind and the workings inside your body.
Yeah.
So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, for arthritis, and I can fucking tell everyone about this. Arthritis.
Yeah.
I learn off YouTube and different people, and now they are doctors, proper people. And I was watching this one clip, and this guy said, and this is the catch. I think I've said this before. He said, how to get rid of arthritis with coconut oil and a butter knife. And the catch was, what the fuck does a butter knife do? So I watched it. That was his clever thing that he caught me. But the butter knife could be anything.
Yeah.
It's just a blunt end or a rounded end. Well, what you do with the coconut oil, which also you can, I said to Nick, is brilliant for rubbing on your skin and making you look younger, stopping your skin from, it's the best, it's better than any fucking thing you'll buy. You can cook with it as well, it's healthy. But what you do with the coconut oil, I'm going to describe my knee, you can use it on any part, is absolutely saturate your knee and really, you know, everywhere, 6 inches above, 6 inches below, back, front, sides. Then when the butter knife or this other object comes in, starting from the top, you rub really hard onto that coconut oil and push it down to your knee. And you go around all your knee, back, front, sides, doing that. And what will happen, this is his words and I can vouch for it, you'll see all your skin going red,
Yeah.
which is the best thing because that means your blood's circulating. You'll feel the lumps round your knee or round whatever part you're doing. And I can tell you now, I've done it for 3 or 4 days and it got better every day. I was doing it every day. After 2 weeks, I was doing it once a week. Now I do it about every 3 or 4 weeks. My knee has never been fucking better. Never. I'm going to golf whenever I want now. I don't come off knackered. It's a fucking brilliant thing to learn and do. Coconut oil. It's brilliant. It's one of the best oils you can ever get.
Nice.
So, the last one. You'll probably all like this one anyway. Where the fuck I'll find the sheet? Oh, right, okay, here we go. I'm going to read this one out. I need to read this one out.
Yeah.
Beware of wounded animals who lie and cry and blart, the ones falling off their high horses while their club is falling apart. Them 3-fingered piss-paddling morons who have a roof instead of a bark, who reside in that Jurassic junkyard they like to call Vile Park. Was it in the 80s you last sniffed a cup? Ours was in the 2000s, at least. Again, you fucked up. Taxi for the Vilers, first stop mental health. Got to cure that jealousy of our newfound wealth. And the realisation will set in, but I think you always knew. Squatters are only temporary arse pain. The city always was and is royal blue. Keep right on.
Class town. You're good, are you, mate? You're good, ain't you? We love you, town.
I love and everyone, if I can't chat, you know everything, as I'm too fucking slow to do it, but I've mentioned a couple of names, but there's so many names on here that have inspired me. You know, if I name a couple, I'm missing other people out, but you all do. You all fucking do. And I love you all. And I'm going to get off this.
We love you too, Town. We love you more, mate.
And I'm going to have a fucking hot chocolate. Have that drink that I said.
Yeah.
I'll fucking go to bed in a bit. And
glad.
I'm going tomorrow to give the fucking Wrexhamites some more fucking shit on the golf course.
Quality, Town. I hope you beat them, mate.
Keep right on up the Blues. 3-0. That's Monday. 3-0. And good night to you all.
Good night, Town, and keep it up, mate. Keep smashing it.
I will, mate. See you later.
Proud of you, mate.
And you, mate.
Keep right on, Town.
Keep right on, mate.
Big Town, bless him. Yeah, Keith, I hope you're all right, mate. It's all in the head. Keep right on, Keith. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Well done for sharing, Keith. Enjoy, Keith. Watch on the box and cheer the lads on, mate. Yeah, 100%. Keep right on, Blue, for Birmingham, Lee Burke. Got to be on the J. Oh, thanks, Blue Shadow. Thank you. Go to the game, West Bromwich Albion, Plymouth, September 21st on Saturday. Good drawing, Tony Zulu from Lee Burke. Susan, will you put all the ingredients on your site, Jay, so I can get them to lose weight, please? Yeah, Town, if you can put them on the Facebook group, mate, it'd be brilliant, and then we can all make that secret cocktail before we go to bed. Blue Shadow, love Town, fantastic guy. Chuzza, fantastic Town, love it. Cider, your health comes first, Keith. Speedy recovery, and you have us all. Yeah, 100%, mate. This is why we do this. Good night, God bless, Big Town. Which I forgot to say. I love that quote, it's beautiful. But yeah, guys, you know, it's been brilliant again tonight. First time caller as well, Stu. And this is what this is about. This is not here to be judged. This is just a platform to talk and yeah, get things off your chest. But yeah, I love doing this because, you know, I was in a bad way like 10 years ago, and this is my way of trying to help people. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not medically qualified, but it's just a platform where you can get things off your chest and talk. So we'll do another one probably 3 weeks, and then yeah, I'll catch you all on that stream as well. So thank you very much for watching again and supporting the channel, and talking on here as well. You know, it's really inspiring. So keep it up, guys. Keep smashing it. Got it in the bag, and believe in yourself.